So what am I supposed to do now?
Tell a story that you were telling.
Oh, yeah, my throat. You know the really, really soft kittens? The kittens that are all soft, you pet them when they're all soft, and you're like, oh, yeah, so cute. And then they start to play, and they dig their claws into you.
Mm-hmm. Like the newborn kittens.
Yeah, I feel like I have 2 newborn kittens in my throat. It's like all dry and scratchy.
Have you ever gotten a clump of kitten hair in your mouth?
I don't know. You know how long it's been since I've had a cat?
It's very uncomfortable.
Ugh.
Especially if you accidentally swallow.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
So we're on our way to school. I was excited because I was at work yesterday, and I don't really watch wrestling anymore. Like, I'll watch clips of like good matches on YouTube, which mostly consist of me watching old and new Jeff Hardy things, because he's been my favorite wrestler since I was probably your age, maybe not that long ago, but he's been my favorite wrestler. I mean, anyone that can jump like 20 to 40 feet off of something and land on his back on top of another guy, that's like, are you kidding me right now? You know, but yeah. So I'm at work and I'm going through my emails on break, and I have something from comicbook.com. It was a WrestleMania spoiler. So spoiler, if you haven't watched WrestleMania by the time this is uploaded, talking to you, Pete, then do not, which he's probably watching it by now. They're 6 hours ahead. And I got an email from him or a message from him at like 2 in the morning saying that they're fixing to watch it. Because in the UK, you know, it was like, they would have been staying up basically all night to watch it. But there was a 3-way ladder tag match to crown the tag team champions. At the last second, like, the New Day came out. They were supposed to be the 3rd team, and they go, wait, this is a fatal 4-way. I wonder who the 4th tag team is gonna be. And they're standing there, and then all of a sudden the Hardys music plays, and I mean, it's been since like 2010 since either one of the Hardys have been in the WWE. I almost call it the WWF. Since they've been there, and not only did they show up, which there's been rumors that they'd be there, and there's that they were coming to the WWE, and there's even rumors that they were coming to WrestleMania. But then they signed with Ring of Honor, so people were like, maybe after WrestleMania. No, they showed up at WrestleMania, and not only that, they're the tag team champions. So, yeah. So it's a spoiler.
Remember when me and Austin, we used to be like into WWE, and we went to one of the matches, or one of the like sets of matches, because there was a bunch.
Yeah, I went to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
With, it was you, Austin, Papa, and Trey, right?
No. Yeah, Papa and Trey.
Yeah. Y'all were on the floor. Y'all had tickets on the floor, didn't y'all?
Yeah. It was like, it wasn't right by the entrance, but it was like more towards the middle.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. That I remember of.
See, I've been to a wrestling match, and I saw the Steiners, but this was at the State Fair, and we were like way up in the bleachers, and literally, there were maybe 100 people there watching it, and I don't know why we didn't move down, but that's just where we sat. And I remember seeing the Steiners, and it was when they did their thing. I think it was the older Steiner, not Scott Steiner, but his brother, who would get down on all fours like a dog, and Scott Steiner would stand over him, and they would just stare at the other team, and they would be scared to come out. And I was like, oh my goodness. You know, that was I think the one and only wrestling match I've actually been to. But yeah, you got to go to a Raw match.
Yeah? You jelly?
No, because I've been to a couple UFC matches. One pay-per-view.
I would rather go to a UFC than a WWE.
Yeah. I've been to one pay-per-view and then the first ever fight for the troops at Miramar Air Station. So I was at the UFC I went to was when Rich Franklin fought David Loiseau, and then also BJ Penn and George St. Pierre fought. This was when
there's like nobody on these roads.
Yeah. So when George St. Pierre was on his, I mean, he was a good fighter, but he wasn't the best pound for pound fighter in the world. He was on his way up. Matter of fact, this BJ Penn match is one of the ones who catapulted him to a title shot. Because BJ Penn had just, I think he'd gotten like, he'd gotten injured somehow, and so they had an interim title. And yeah, so he was coming back. This is his first match back. But yeah, I remember it was hilarious because y'all were all wearing the purple John Cena "You Can't See Me" shirts.
Uh-huh.
And I think you were wearing your Rey Mysterio mask that I bought you. So you were Rey Mysterio and John Cena.
And I was wearing the hat.
Oh, and you were wearing "You Can't See Me" hat. So, and you were so short at the time. I bet the whole time you're like standing on your chair. Did you even have chairs, or was it just standing?
It was chairs.
Okay. I bet you were standing on your chair just to try and see. Because that was a good, 5 years ago?
Just about. If not more.
No. Wait, yeah, because it was before Ronnie was born.
No.
I was thinking, was Ronnie born yet?
Ronnie wasn't born yet.
So yeah, it was before he was born. He'll be... Is Ronnie 4? No, he's 5. No, so it
was more than 5 years.
Yeah, so because he's almost 6. It was shortly after your mom and I got married.
I think it was like a year after you got married.
No, because Ronnie was born. We got married September 25th, 2010. And Ronnie was born August 2000 and
August 1st.
11.
Don't forget the 1st.
Yeah, August 1st.
It's supposed to be my date.
It was an emergency C-section. I even told, I was like, did you tell the doctor no? Did you tell the doctor no? But it was so cute.
So I came in, I was like, what did I...
You're like, I know what mommy got me for my birthday. I go, what? And you pointed to Ronnie. But I told you, and I tell your mom, I'm like, that's proof you don't listen to me. Because every single day for like the past 3 weeks, when we woke up, I'm like, is today the day? Is today the day he's going to be born? And your mom always go, no. And then on August 1st, I woke up, I'm like, today cannot be the day. He cannot be born today. It's Quinton's birthday. You can ask your mom, I said this. Like, when you get home from school today, you can ask her. And I go, he cannot be born today. It's Ronnie's birthday. She just so happened...
It's my birthday, not Ronnie's.
Or Quinton's birthday.
It is Ronnie's birthday, but...
It's Quinton's birthday. She just so happened to have a, because she was going in for weekly ultrasounds. And, they were doing an ultrasound and a stress test on the baby. And your mom calls me. She goes, yeah, I'm sitting in the parking lot at the doctor's office. And they told me to go home and pack a bag and come back up to the hospital because they're going to take the baby. And I'm like, what? And they go, everything's fine. It's just the baby seems to be stressed. And I was like, and I was at work. And I was doing pest control at the time. So I was driving around. And I'm like, almost swerved off the road, and I'm like, I'm like, okay. And so we went home, and your mom hadn't even started packing a bag yet. Like, I was able to call the boss, or we were able to, I was with Ralph, who's also Ralph DeBrill, also a YouTuber. Him and I were there, and as we worked together, he called the next people and explained to them what was going on. And they're like, oh yeah, fine, we'll reschedule. I called Rick, the boss, the owner of the company, and he's like, oh yeah, because we knew that day was coming. He goes, oh yeah. So I dropped Ralph off, went home, and by that time your mom still hadn't backed yet. And it was like kind of like excitement, but nervous and scared all at once. And it's pretty sad to say, but I have 3 sons, and Ronnie was the only one that I actually saw born. That was actually there because, well, Austin is not my biological son. But
he was away from me. He just didn't feel like he should be there. That's not true at all. I just felt like I had to say that.
Yeah, Austin, he's not my biological son, but he's just as much my son as any of my other sons. I was deployed when you were born, but I heard you cry just a few minutes after you were born on the phone. And then Ronnie,
How true is it? Because I forgot who told me, but somebody told me they had to pinch me when I was born because I wouldn't cry.
Well, all babies, they kind of, because your mouth is full of amniotic fluid. Usually they hold you upside down and smack you in the butt. But yeah, they want you to cry because it means you're breathing.
Well, and if you don't cry,
and you also clear out your lungs of the amniotic fluid and all that stuff. So, but I don't know. I wasn't there. So, and it's not because I don't love you. It's because I was deployed defending our country. Matter of fact, I was in the middle of the Mediterranean on the USS Carter Hall at the time. Matter of fact, I was playing spades, and I knew that they were trying to induce labor because I'd already talked to your mom, and I was playing spades with my buddy Reginald Smith, Reggie. This dude, he was 6.5 foot tall, weighed about 250 pounds, black dude. And whenever your mom came out there, Ramsey, she was so little. And I remember because he was helping us move in, he was asleep on the living room floor whenever y'all got there. And Ramsey saw him and just looked at him. But then, I mean, Ramsey and Reggie were inseparable. I mean, it was so cute. But he was my spades partner. Matter of fact, we were the USS Carter Hall Tag Team Spades Champions. We only got beat once, and we were playing spades. And I look at him and I go, dude, I have to go make a phone call. So I put the cards down, and then one of my buddies was close up in the line, and he looked at me and goes, is it time? I go, I don't know. And so he's like, dude, take my spot. Because, I mean, it was a room with basically phones. And it was weird phones. It's not like a normal phone. It's like, if both of y'all talk, there's nothing. So you actually have to say, like, hey, how's everything doing? Over. And once you said over, then the other person could talk. And there was a delay. So I called, and I called my dad's cell phone, who he was there, and he answered, said hello, and I could just hear you crying. And I was like, wow. So, yeah. Did you ever hear the story of where I was when you were born?
I didn't hear exactly where you were. I knew you were deployed.
Yeah. I mean, I knew where you were when you were born. So, yep. And it was awesome. And I had bought a thing of cigars, which
I have.
Yeah, you have the cigar box, and it has one of the cigars in it. I bought a box of cigars, and that night, me and a bunch of my buddies went out on the smoke deck and smoked those cigars. It was cool. I feel like you're gonna hit me in the face with that phone. So, oh, my throat. The kittens are going at it in my throat. So why don't you talk?
Because you were telling stories.
We should call this segment Stories with Dad. Or not. How about riding in cars with boys?
That sounds weird.
Or Daddy's story time. Oh, you me tell that? You me tell that joke again?
Oh my goodness.
We get okay. Dramatic reenactment. And
Alright.
you gotta like have the camera on you, and then you gotta say what you said, and then we'll dramatically reenact it.
Oh, my hair is. Hi.
Hi, son. So, we're fixing to head off to school.
I know this.
How are you feeling this morning?
Fine.
That's not what you said.
I don't remember what I said.
About your foot?
Oh yeah, my foot hurts.
What time is it? Or how do you know what time it is to go to the foot doctor?
I don't know.
Foot hurty.
You're like...
It works. It's good because you know the whole tooth thing, tooth hurty, but foot hurty. I'm a dad.
You're so cheesy. You have that smoker's laugh. You're like,
No, it's because my throat. I'm hoping it's allergies.
it's still funny.
I'm hoping it's allergies because it's spring here in Oklahoma and allergies are really bad. Like when I was in California, I never had any issues with allergies. I moved back to Oklahoma. Oh my goodness, I thought I was gonna die. Hey,
How did you make the transition? Transition.
I moved back to Oklahoma and said, "Here I am," and allergies said, "We're gonna have fun."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't know allergies could talk.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot you don't know. Like, do you know that I used to be your age once?
You've been young?
Yeah, I've been young. I haven't always been this dashing older man. Your mom finds me very dashing.
Says
and
who?
This spot of gray I'm getting in my beard right there. She loves that. She loves the gray throughout here. So, what do you mean says who? Says your mom. That's who.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you know my sense of humor, and you know how I always mess with your mom. And now I took her phone. Actually, no, she handed me her phone. She actively handed me her phone and said, "Here you go." I guess she thought it was my phone. And so I took her phone and texted your Nana, her mom. Just a simple question. Do hemorrhoids itch? And later that day, they're on the phone, and your Nana goes, "Why do you think you have hemorrhoids?" And your mom goes, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, why do you think you have hemorrhoids?" Your mom goes, "What?" She goes, "Well, the text you sent me." She goes, "Oh my God, Matt!" And then she read it, and she goes, "I have to admit, that one's actually funny." So. That was a good one. Oh,
Oh my god.
I hate when you're waiting to turn and the vehicle seems to slow down.
There you go.
Alright, so we gotta get.
Don't show me.
You're supposed to hold it to the side.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they do care when it's like half a screen.
I was holding it to the side. No, I wasn't actually.
No, you're holding it straight up and down.
My bad.
Oh my
I
life.
apologize in not advance for me being retarded.
So, okay, yeah. Can we move? The only car here, and you're taking,
Beep, beep.
and you're at the very beginning.
At least they don't park like directly on the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of pull out here a little bit so you don't have to walk on the grass.
Hey, look, it's Haynes.
Who's
Christian.
Haynes?
He's a football player.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Do you have practice today?
Nah, I don't think so, but if I do, I have shorts.
Okay, you have your phone so you can text us and let us know. Okay, your mom will pick you up from school.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Are you be there?
Beware.
For your mom to pick you up?
I don't know. I think I'll walk to Mexico.
No.
Bye.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.